who's Code Green and why Code Green? What does Code Green mean? You know what I'm saying?
It's whatever you want it to mean, bro.
So I'm thinking right now, cash money.
Cash
money.
Green. You could
So,
be the new cash money.
Nah, but I mean, we're all rich inside.
Yeah. Okay.
For real, that's where the wealth
like,
comes from.
Code Green for the smokers out there.
What was your guess when you first heard of the name Code Green?
What vibe did you get off us first sight?
I don't know, yo. You guys just flip the script real quick. When I first see Code Green, it's kind of like
About to make this the Code Green show.
Kind of refreshing, kind of like growth. You know.
Yeah, that's kind of
progress.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly. Bennett
like
does know, right?
everybody can figure it out. You know what I mean? It's not, like when you think of green, like you think of growth. You know, so it's kind of like one of those things. Like when in high school, when we was like young, we was just thinking money, smoking, and things like that. But as you grow older, you realize like green is actually like one of the best colors because it's like the creative color first and foremost. Second, it represents so much like good things and basically growth. So the code we always wanted to live by was just growth and always grow, you know what I mean? And that's kind of where like living by the code is, like, basically. Just always growing and don't ever like stop, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, what else is there to live by? Like, but that code, you know what I mean? Like growth.
I feel you. Code Green, there ain't no other way.
Yeah, man.
Alright, cool. So we started the show with Too Silly.
Yes.
Always been a really great track.
It's like my favorite song of all time.
Yeah,
it's catching right now too.
Nah, dude, it's such a.
Tell us a little bit about Too Silly. How did that single come together?
You might as well tell them.
Okay.
Man, I mean, like a lot of our songs, it was like really random as hell. You know what I mean? Like, I think it was spring break last year, and instead of going on spring break, we were just like, yo, we're gonna work. Like we don't deserve a vacation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody deserves a vacation, but we don't feel like we accomplished anything yet. So we just kind of like, you know what, we're gonna stay back home and we're gonna create like we always do. And so that was the start of it, and then we just created like a lot of different songs, and Too Silly was one of those songs, and it was like one of the random songs we made. Like all of our sessions like are like kind of random, and it's just like. So it came out of last year's spring break, basically.
Yeah,
we were literally just playing Xbox, and it came about. This dude just started saying, "Oh man, it's too silly." I was beating him, so I guess he was mad. He was trying to make up a new lingo model or something.
Oh man,
it just came about like that.
I think I was floating somewhere. Actually, Evo's just always on the computer, and he's like always just playing stuff. Like I just feel like my life when I'm around Evo is just like a musical soundtrack. He's just always playing stuff, and so that beat hit, and then it's kind of like
just happens.
Like all right, and then kind of just like everything, like it just came, like you know.
Yeah, I feel you. So we're talking about making music or making Too Silly. You guys are a group, so you guys all bring something different to your music. But how does that work? How do you guys all come together and make one?
I mean, we don't look at ourselves like as like a typical group. You know, we're like friends at the end of the day. You know, we're close. You know, we're bros. So at the end of the day, everything's organic. So, you know, we feed off each other. You know, we
bounce ideas
exactly.
off each other.
For sure.
You know, we could be having a conversation and that'll translate into what we're about to do.
Yeah. You know, we check on each other day to day. You know.
For sure.
Motivate each other. Like,
is there ever a moment when like one of y'all like y'all are doing your own thing and you're like, yo, I gotta text these dudes about this?
Yeah, every day,
all the time.
Literally every day.
Yeah,
you got like a group chat going or whatever.
It's kind of like at the end of the day, you gotta like be family with the people you're working with. Because at the end of the day, if you want to like have a good life and be happy, you want to be happy with the people that's around you. You don't want to be mad and like. So you want to make sure your friends, these are like my friends before anything, you know what I mean? Before music, before group, before school, before money, before drama. It's like, you're my friend, you care about me as a person. And so it's kind of like that, dude. And we just like always check on each other daily. And honestly, we got another family member. I want to shout out real quick, shout out to Drewski. We got a lot, but basically...
Shout out to Drewski.
Mr. Lightskin.
The light-skinned man himself. But we have like a lot of family, like literally like... Code Green has become something that's like a real big family. Like it's spreading like crazy. Like all of my brothers in Teague, like everybody, they're all with it. Cause they all like, we're all kids that coming from college, and I live with these kids, and we all live in the same boundaries, and we live through the same things. So we're kind of like the vessel to like how everybody's feeling. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Subconsciously, but yeah. Shout out to everybody in Teak, dude. Shout out to everybody in Teak listening. Shout out to Drewski as always. Bucci, KCCNC, Saucy, Bennett. First, you know what I mean? Everybody in this, you know what I mean?
Everyone, man.
All the rebels.
Everybody that shows love.
Shout out to our new family, Danelle, Naomi, you know what I mean? Ariel. Just like everybody who's contributing. Bro Savelli been down since day one. Drewski down since day one. But, you know what I mean? Like, this is what it's become like. And we're fine with it. Because this is what we are. We're a family, so why not extend the love? You know what I mean?
Shout out Whitey too. And Benny Free.
Whitey's in Orlando catching up in tan, so
Whitey's the man, low key.
Yeah, hook it up with the shirts too.
Oh yeah, you got great stuff.
I'm definitely feeling the vibe, fellas. I feel like you guys are doing a tremendous job just holding it down for the team. Just one quick question I would like to add is, you know, what is something that you all feel like inspires you to make your music? Because I feel like you guys are all from, you know, backgrounds that people aren't really familiar with up here in Kingston. You know what I'm saying? So I think one of the best things about your music is that you can't tell that. You know, when you listen to your music, it's a completely different sound. And so, you know, what's something that inspires you all just as individuals to make music that just contributes to everybody's ear and not just certain demographics?
Well, for me, I would say movies inspire me the most. I mean, if you listen to our music, you could see that it's like cinematic. It's a story, it's emotion, it's everything all in one. So for me, one thing that I get from it is like the scenes, the storyline. I bring all them storylines into the music. If you hear the hook, it's like, what are these guys even, what inspired this? It had to be like a movie that it's not real life. It's like, but that's where we come in. We separate reality from fantasy. It's like the lines are blurred. You can't tell what's what.
Yeah. Like we're inspired right now just by talking to you.
Exactly.
You know, when we came in here, the vibe was right. You know, it's everything.
And that's that. And that's the reality of it. You know what I mean? And then we go back and we have these visions and we watch these movies which give us that fantasy inspiration. So it's kind of just being open to like doing whatever you want at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And we're inspired by just doing what you want. You know what I mean? Like, and the people mostly, because the people give you an energy that's like unbelievable, and then music just piggybacks that energy. So
definitely getting inspiration from all aspects of life. I feel you. Just everywhere you go.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. So Too Silly, first single off of.
It's a big one.
Get another one.
It's catching steam now though. It's been out for a few months now, but every day someone new's hearing it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm
spreading the love.
Yeah, for real.
So where did you get that skit from at the beginning? At the beginning of that Too Silly.
Oh, that's Pimp. R.I.P. the soldier Pimp.
R.I.P. to Pimp. See?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, it was kind of like.
We just found it. We messed with it, put it on there, went with the song, and Pimp's an influence also. So
definitely. There's just a lot of random things that happen all the time. So it's like,
exactly.
Pimp C was one of the random ones, and he just, I don't know,
hold it down.
But like he made a lot of sense. Like he says it in that it was like an interview, and he was kind of like really like. Not like talking about, like he wasn't promoting anything, he was just really talking about like as a person, he was like this just, like all these jewels and all these things don't make me who I am, this isn't really our world.
Yeah.
But this helps us get the women, you know what I mean? This helps us do whatever we have to do, but he makes it clear like this isn't reality, like, you know what I mean? And kind of like use that to, that's kind of like what this is about. So it's kind of like everything at one, but like in a fun way, and it's kind of like, you get that main, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it goes with the main, you know what I mean? So it's like a equation that makes sense. Oh man, my time too precious. Oh man.